display negligence you please, you and your fellows. I'll have it come to question. If he dislike it, let him to our sister. Idle old man that still would manage those dispositions that he has given away. Now, by my life, old fools are babes again, and must be used with checks as flatteries. I'll ride straight to my sister and hold my very course. Remember what I tell you. Prepare for dinner.
Well, madam.
But if as well I other accents borrow, that can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through itself to that full issue, for which I raised my likeness.
Let me not stay a jot for dinner. Go and get it ready. How now, what art thou?
A man, sir.
What's thy profession? What wouldst thou with us?
I profess to be no more than I seem. To serve him truly, who would put me in trust, to love him, who is honest, to speak with him, who is wise but says little, to fight when I cannot choose, to fear judgment, and to eat no fish.
What art thou?
A very honest-hearted fellow, and as poor as the king.
If thou be as poor for a subject as he is for a king, thou art poor enough. But what dost thou? What wouldst thou with us?
Service.
Who wouldst thou serve?
You.
What canst thou do?
I can ride, run, mar a curious tale in telling it, and deliver a plain message bluntly.
How old are you?
Oh, not so young, my lord, as to love a woman for singing, nor so old as to dote on her for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Follow me, thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no less after dinner, I'll not part from thee yet. Dinner! Ho, dinner! Where's my knave, my fool? Call my fool hither. You, sir, what says my daughter?
So please you.
What says the fellow there? Call the clodpole back. I think the world's asleep. You, sir, where's that mongrel?
He says your daughter is not well, my lord.
Oh, why came not the slave back to me when I called to him?
Sir, he answered me in the most roundest manner. He would not.
I have perceived a most faint neglect of late, which I had rather blamed on mine own jealous curiosities, rather than the very purpose and pretense of unkindness. I will look further into it. But where's my fool? I have not seen him these 2 days.
Since my young lady's going to France, my lord, the fool has been much pined away.
No more of that, I have marked it well. Go and tell my daughter I would speak with her. And go you and call my fool hither. Oh, you, sir, you, are you come, sir? Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
My lady's father, my lord's knave, your horse on dog, you slave, you cur!
I am not in these, my lord. I beseech your pardon.
Do you bandy looks with me, you rascal?
I will not be struck in my...
Nor tripped neither, you base football player.
I thank thee, fellow. Thou servest me, and I'll love thee.
Come, sir, arise, away. If you would measure your lover's length again, tarry. But away, go to. I'll teach you differences. Go!
Now, my friendly knave, I thank thee. Here's earnest of thy service.
Let me hire him too. There's my coxcomb. Sirrah, you were best take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Why? For playing one's part that's out of favor. Nay, thou shalt catch cold shortly there. Take my coxcomb. Why, there's a fellow banished 2 honest daughters, and did the 3rd a blessing against his will. If thou follow him, thou hadst needs wear my coxcomb. Now, nuncle! Oh, that I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters.
Why, my boy?
If I were to give them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. There's mine. Beg another of thy daughters.
Take heed, sirrah. The whip.
Truth is a dog must to kennel. Oh, he must be whipped out when Lady the Brock sits by the fire and stinks. Brack.
A pestilent gall to me.
Oh, sirrah, I will teach thee a speech.
Do.
market, nuncle. Have more than thou showest, speak less than thou knowest, lend less than thou owest, ride more than thou goest, leave thy drink and thy whore, and keep indoor, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
That's nothing, fool.
Then 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Oh, can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
I know, boy, nothing can be made out of nothing.
Oh, pray thee, tell him so much the rent of his land comes to. He will not believe a fool.
A bitter fool.
Oh, dost thou know the difference between a sweet fool and a bitter fool?
No, lad, teach me.
The Lord that counseled thee to give away thy